It sound right, boy. Tonight on the Super Important Show, the latest in poop fashion, a record in drinking, and a Snoop Loopz update that's been in the works for a long time. I am one of your hosts, Destiny Adato, and joining me as always is the amazing Heather Jules Booth. Hello, Heather Jules Booth.
Hello, hello, hello. My motorcycle's right outside, as you can hear.
And tonight we have a special guest, Mackenzie Surbey. Hello, Mackenzie. How are you?
Hello, I'm so good. Happy to be here.
And you are the best aunt, apparently.
I am.
So, Mackenzie, for folks who don't know you, tell us a little bit about who Mackenzie is.
I'm a dancer. I work with Heather at a dance studio.
Nice.
Yes, I am the best aunt. I have two nieces that I'm obsessed with.
Cool.
Yeah. And I also, I work for a nonprofit outside of dance as well. I will be leaving them though at the end of November, but yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
Awesome. Then, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into World You Crazy.
Oh, boy.
Heather, what do we got?
Oh, boy. I'm so glad you asked. What have we got? We have a woman's box of giraffe poop that she was planning on making into a necklace is seized at a Minneapolis airport. That's a real headline. A woman was stopped by Customs and Border Patrol officers at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport last week after she was found with giraffe poop that she planned to make into a necklace. They were seized as she was returning home from Kenya. They said that they declared the animal feces not something that could be brought through. She says she obtained the droppings while she was on vacation and she intended to make them into a necklace. She said that she had previously used moose poop to make other jewelry at her home in Iowa. Per USDA protocol, the officials destroyed the giraffe poop using steam sterilization. And in case anybody wondered, I'm going to quote the CBP director of field operations who says, "There is a real danger with bringing fecal matter into the U.S." I don't know, guys, if we thought that wasn't a danger, but...
real danger.
They said, yeah, real danger. They said if this person had entered the U.S. and had not declared these items, there's a high possibility that a person could have contracted a disease from this jewelry and developed serious health issues. Dustin, have you put the picture up yet?
I haven't, but here you go.
Oh, let's see that picture. Yum. I can't wait to wear that. Like, I have cats. They poop. I have never in my life been like, wow, can't wait to make my cat poop into jewelry. This is so gross. And
I am like, here, I feel like there's a lead being buried here in some way. Because they give you a reference. They give you a Sharpie. I brought a Sharpie with me so that we can compare. I would have thought, given the size of a giraffe, that the giraffe poop would have been significantly larger than that. That feels like a tiny poop for a giant giraffe. I would have thought it would have been like the size.
Yeah. We've seen New York City rats with those kinds of poops.
Right.
Yeah. And you look at like a horse, they're like, they're also very large, and I don't understand. And like goopy. Not to like talk about textures of poop, but like, how can it stay in this form on an airplane?
Well, and what was she like? Like, my wonder, and I'm looking, but nope, the story does not tell us this. So, like, did this woman go on vacation just to go on vacation? Or did she go on vacation because she was like, let's find some fresh droppings?
And she like acquired them herself, right?
Yeah.
So she brought gloves with her?
One would hope. One would hope that she brought gloves. Where is she going to get this poop also?
Kenya.
Like,
she's going all the way to Kenya.
No. Oh no, that part I got. But like, so great. So we all hop on a plane, we go to Kenya, and we're like, well, we're gonna get giraffe poop. Well, where do you go then? Are you like, I'm gonna go out to this field?
No, you get that. You do a safari, and then you're like, yeah. You go on a safari, and then halfway through, you're like, "Hey, can I just get out for a second? I want to go grab this poop."
You have to.
Can I just take a detour for a second? And they're like, "Why are you bringing a baggie?" She's like, "Don't. It's fine. Don't ask anything."
Right. No, I'm not bringing a baggie. I'm bringing a little box.
Don't worry about
I'm bringing,
Yeah, I'm bringing this little jewelry box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the shell. Like mixed in
Right?
with it.
Right?
I mean, if
so
this
weird.
story has taught us anything, it's that if you're gonna make poop jewelry, make it in Kenya and bring it in, because I don't think they would have stopped her with the jewelry. It's just I don't know how long it takes to make.
Oh,
Do either of you know how long it takes to make giraffe poop into a proper necklace?
I wouldn't even know where to start.
No, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you probably have to, like, I'm sure there's glaze or shellac or something involved.
Yeah, I mean, we have Joy in the chat. She is a jewelry professional.
That's true. Joy is a jewelry professional.
Yeah, Joy, if you're gonna make giraffe poop into jewelry, what's step one? How long does it take?
Yeah, what's the turnaround time on that?
Yeah. We need
let us know.
information from a pro. So
I imagine it's like if you like dry out flowers, you have to like dry it out and then.
you put it in like in a book, and then like come back in a month. Isn't that how we do?
Down.
Isn't that how we do it? Like, am I crazy?
No, that's right.
Yeah, that's definitely what you do.
So you don't. So Heather, you don't want books of giraffe poop just sitting in your apartment?
No, I do not. No, I do not. And like I said, you all know, everyone knows how much I love my cats.
Mm-hmm.
But there are limits, and I do not want poop jewelry, books full of their poop, anything. They're so proud to show. Yeah, they're so excited sometimes when they poop, and they run over to the box like, "Look what I did." I'm like, "Oh, that's so nice." Yeah, they're like, "What are you doing?" "I'm just taking it away. Don't worry about it."
Putting it on the fridge.
Joy says, step one, don't use poop.
Okay.
Smart. Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
fair.
That's good.
Yeah.
But also like the people
Joy,
who.
step two, refer to step one. Don't use poop. Yeah, fair.
Mhm.
All right.
What about the authorities, though? I feel like if I saw that, I would just be like, I don't need to mess with this. If I was stopping somebody, like, is it that bad if you stop somebody with poop? And I don't know, to be like, authorities, we need to make a news story out of this. This is terrible.
Yeah, it feels like one of those situations where you're just like, I don't need this today. Like,
I'm just gonna pretend I don't see this.
Yeah, I bet that. Oh my God, think of all the crazy stuff that you deal with customers.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they get so much stuff, and you're right, and it's just like they see the poop go through, and they're like, "Do we want to do this? Do y'all care that there's poop going through?" And then someone's like, "I don't know," and then someone else is like, "Yeah, but what if someone gets sick?" And then they're like, "She wants to make it into jewelry." And then I imagine there's someone who just went, wait, no, she's making it into jewelry? No. That's where I go.
Right, but
where was she going to sell this jewelry? Like at a little fair, a little market? Or was she going to sell it,
wear it
like on Etsy?
She could just wear it.
You think it was for her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. My brain immediately went to her making some kind of weird Etsy jewelry.
This is an Etsy store. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
Well, when I got my tonsils taken out, I wanted them to store them in a jar for me. I don't know what I would do with that. I don't know that I necessarily was thinking jewelry, but it could be the same mindset. Although giraffe poop, it's much different. But
and were they? Did they say no? They did not.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
No.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine from her perspective though? She's like, I'm sorry, I went to fucking Kenya. I got on a Jeep. I went to the middle of goddamn nowhere, and I brought this poop back 5,000 miles or whatever the hell it is, and you're taking it away from me now?
Mm-hmm. I would be very disappointed.
Right.
She worked hard for that.
Yeah, I mean, at some point she had it in her hotel room and shit.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
She also could have. I mean, she could have probably just ordered it online. I'm not Googling it, but I bet you can order giraffe poop online somewhere. Yeah.
That feels pretty dark web. That feels like awfully dark web.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not Googling it. Exactly. We're already all of our algorithms are already messed up from all the weird stuff that we've talked about on this show. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For folks, before we even started, I was telling Heather and Mackenzie about a goose trafficking website that I came across. I don't know. Trafficking's probably the wrong word, but they sell with free delivery.
I think it's an appropriate word.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
trafficking has a bad connotation. Like,
Well,
goose
I don't
selling.
think they're shipping, and anything I've heard about shipping animals, especially livestock, it's not good. So I think trafficking is the correct term here.
Okay, so for right now, we won't buy any more. We won't buy any.
Joy
any
says she's Googling it on Dustin's laptop. So
No, maybe
Okay.
don't.
continue
don't do
to
that.
be in an algorithm.
Yeah. Do we want to move on? Kenzie, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. All right, we have a man riding a farm vehicle is arrested for his second DUI just 17 minutes after they release him from his first DUI arrest. This is in Pennsylvania. Hence the tractor driving. Yeah, I don't think we would see the tractors in New York City. This is, I just have a lot of questions because I'm not quite sure what happened within those 17 minutes. Like, he was fully arrested, processed, and then released. 17 minutes goes by, and then he gets a second DUI. And it was just they were at a stop sign, and he just backed into an SUV in his tractor. And then he admitted to the police that he had been drinking beforehand, and then that's it. But I just don't understand, this 17 minutes is missing. What happened here? And, like, did they fully take him to, like, a jail? Was he, like, in jail? Like, you know what I mean? Like, was he, like, or was he just, like, on the side of the road and they're, like, in handcuffs and then decide to release him? I don't know.
Right, because how 17 minutes isn't enough time to sober up. Therefore,
no, or even, like, get drunk enough to get second DUI.
Yeah.
But also, like, duh, if you got a DUI and it's only 17 minutes, like, yeah, you're gonna.
He's still drunk.
So they need to provide you a ride home.
Yeah, I assumed that this was, like, on different days. I assumed that somehow this man managed to get drunk in 17 minutes. Like, for me, part of it is just like, how do you even find a tractor in 17 minutes? Like, ignoring
Stash
the drunk
it somewhere.
Yeah, but, like, is there, like, he got out of, like, either a police station or a jail or whatever and managed to get on a tractor within 17 minutes.
He had a
while
getaway
also
tractor.
getting drunk.
Yeah. Look, he had a getaway tractor, and he probably in a section of a tractor. I don't know tractors well enough, so I can't say glove compartment. I don't know, but somewhere in there, he had some booze in a bottle.
So you're saying you don't think he had help? You think he had stashed a getaway tractor by the jail?
That is what I want to believe. Yes.
Okay, I just want to be clear.
I'm not saying it's a fact. It is what my brain has said is happening in this story.
Okay.
A getaway tractor. They're so large.
Yeah, getaway tractor.
Right, this story felt like
it's just a tractor sitting there.
Yeah. This
Maybe
story
that's normal
felt like
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, Pennsylvania's, like, right there, though. Like, we're all in New York. Like, Pennsylvania's not that far away. Like,
yeah.
I've heard that there are different areas. Like, there are some. I was just talking to somebody over the weekend about this. There were two people from Pennsylvania, and they were talking about, like, the part of Pennsylvania they were from, and then it involved, like, Taylor Swift and a whole thing, and they were like, "Oh, there's some pretty redneck parts of Pennsylvania, but that's not where we're from." And I was like, "Oh, interesting." Okay,
yeah,
so I'm guessing that this person, nobody thinks that. I'm going to assume that this man might perhaps be from an area that these two folks would have considered a redneck area.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer the version of the story where, like,
Tell your version.
Yeah, the version where I'm thinking is like the beginning of Ocean's 12, when, like, he gets out of jail and Brad Pitt's like, or I think it's the end of Ocean's 11 or the beginning of whatever, where he gets out of jail and, like, Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts are waiting for him, like, with a car, and he's still in his tuxedo from when he got, like, arrested. That's what I'm assuming happened with this guy, that this guy had done his hard time. He had gotten out of jail, somebody picked him up, and then he immediately started doing shots. Found a tractor, that's how I'm picturing it. I'm like,
I got the cops outside, so I'm ready to try it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to try this theory.
Yes.
See what happens.
Yeah, start doing shots and find a tractor.
So you're believing in an accomplice with the tractor.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had to bring him alcohol and a tractor. And just to be clear, it can't even just be one accomplice because it didn't say that he was with somebody else on the tractor, which means somebody had to, two people had to drive to the jail, one of them driving the tractor, one of them driving a car, and then leave the tractor there and hop in the car with the other person, and then leave him to do shots and ride a tractor. That's the only version of the story that makes any sense to me.
There's a lot.
Have we considered that it's
happening.
Cocaine Bear?
Oh.
That the driver is Cocaine Bear?
Or the accomplice?
That's true. Technically, probably Cocaine Bear could drive a car and the tractor at the same time.
It was part of the rampage.
Do we have anything more on the story, or do we want to move on?
I think we can move on.
Okay.
Poor guy.
All right.
Yeah.
His second DUI. Sad.
Mackenzie, we got a message for you in the chat. Throwing it up there about your tonsils.
Oh yeah, Morg. You can have
Yeah.
my tonsils any day.
So, just letting you know if you want to make that into an Etsy thing, and you're here, so you don't have to get arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you would though if you went back to wherever they. What do they do with your tonsils once they take them out? And
I
mean,
know,
medical
that's why.
waste,
I'm like,
probably.
they are mine. They
medical
belong to
waste?
me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
put blood and
That's weird.
shit. I don't know.
I guess that's true.
Huh.
If you get liposuction, where does all the fat go?
I don't
They
know.
have to- it's like the
I will-
same
I
thing,
will
I
t-
guess.
When my cat got all her teeth pulled, they did this whole thing where they biopsied and checked her out beforehand. And at the time, the person that was doing her surgery took something off her tongue and was like, "Oh, I want to make sure this isn't something. I might biopsy it." And at the time, I was like, "Well, we don't have the money to biopsy it." And then we're talking. This was 2 weeks later or so, and she's like, "Oh, I still have it if you're interested." And I was like, "What? Where were you keeping this?
Yeah,
Where were you
what?
keeping this tongue scraping? What?"
They have
I
a
was
really
fascinated by that.
disturbing refrigerator somewhere, probably.
Mm-hmm. I was very fascinated by
Heather-
that. I'm like, what?
I do kind of wish you had the cat's teeth and made jewelry out of that. That could be kind of cool in a weird way.
It would be. I will admit, I'm pretty sad that we didn't get to keep the teeth.
Yeah.
Or at least
well,
a tooth. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It could have been a little disturbing, necklace.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to keep this going.
All right.
For
Let's do
fans
it.
of the show, you know our obsession with Snoop Loopz. I believe it was probably at this point almost a year ago that we first were
I
introduced
think so.
to the idea of Snoop Loopz. Snoop Dogg has his own cereal, originally called Snoop Loopz. Now they eventually became Snoop Cereal because Fruit Loops sued Snoop Dogg and said, "Hey, that's way too close." So every once in a while, we like to check in on Snoop Loopz, see what's going on. For folks, again, who are not familiar with it, the Snoop cereal has a whole backstory. It has a team called the Canine Team. Okay, so let me take a moment to introduce you to the Canine.
Always.
The Canine Team.
Always. We might have new viewers.
Yeah, and this is one thing that you'll immediately notice about the Canine Team. They're not all dogs.
Why is one of them green?
Yeah.
What?
It's a group called the Canine Team made up of some dogs. A polar bear, a panda bear is now part of the team. They all have a uniform. There's a lot going on.
What's the green one?
I love it.
No. You don't need to. I don't know. I don't know what's
I
happening.
will ask.
I love that
question.
you're so hung up on the green one, but there's
Yeah.
also a blue and a pink one. What about those?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. There is a blue one and a pink one. Yeah. There's just something about the large green dog that is just
Yeah.
I can't
That's upsetting
not
to
look
you?
at it. Well, and I feel like then if they were going to go to fantasy color and dogs, they should have made the beige dog like something ridiculous.
Something interesting,
like
yeah.
red or something. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway.
Mm.
Also, yeah. So this is the K9 team. They are a basketball team, the best basketball team in Dogtown or whatever. That they're also all pilots. They're also all secret agents. So they're very famous secret agents. And when we first met, what'd she say?
She says they all seem to be wearing pants now.
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't
true.
all used to be.
Yeah. So when we first met Snoop Loopz, there was really only Snoop Loopz. They have since introduced a bunch of different flavors that you can get.
Oh boy!
This one doesn't even have the Snoop Loopz part of it. It's Heather. I'm gonna
What
ask you.
are these?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask
God.
you to read them because I got bad eyes. But like,
Oh, great! I'd love to.
yeah, go for
we
it.
we have Graham Honeys.
Mm-hmm.
We have iced crunchies. We have cocoa crazies, and we have honey o snacks.
Yeah.
Which I think is the worst one of all, because like at least we've got a pattern here where it's like, oh, we're gonna put a Z on the end of these things and call them something that's kind of funny, and then it's just honey o snacks.
Yep.
It's uncomfortable.
Right.
Which is weird.
So they're going deep. They're like they have a lot of different flavors now.
Wow.
It's not just the Snoop Loopz and whatever the second one was. But if you were wondering, like, okay, sure, but do they have a YouTube channel where they have a bunch of music videos? And obviously, I'm saying that because they do. They have a bunch of different things. I only pulled down one for now because I feel like this should be part of our tradition of playing different things. Now, one thing I will say before I play this, as I mentioned to Heather and Mackenzie beforehand, there was a music video on their website that was too difficult for me to pull down and play for y'all. The difference between this music video and the one that I'm going to play now is that the music video on the website, the person couldn't sing. It was very, very poorly done. But I chose this one for a couple of reasons. One, because it teaches us how to count, which is an important kind of thing.
Important.
Two, because it gets really into the mythology of the whole story. There's a lot of things that we like. It covers basically like all of the things that we've learned about the K9 team. I'm going to lower our background music so we can hear it properly.
Yeah.
And let me get it ready to go. Oh no, don't start playing yet. Okay.
This is going to be a banger. I feel it.
Yeah, it is. You ready? There's satellites there for some reason. A watch.
1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4.
That's
4
true.
+ 4 is 8.
Nope.
5 + 5 is 10. Wake up in the morning and I'm eating my Snoop cereal. Got a lot of energy now.
Telepathy apparently is a thing now. He's got a fighter jet.
Morning and I'm eating my Snoop cereal. Got a lot of energy now. Let's go. Captain HK9 team, let's go. Playing so high in the sky. Let's go. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. 4 + 4 is 8. 5 + 5 is 10. Snoop cereal, delicious.
Wait.
Oh,
there's no
wow.
way he approved this. I'm
Yeah.
confused. This is like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, this is
It's
the
behind
real.
this.
Yes. Yeah, when
Yeah.
we first covered the story, I went on his Instagram and he was talking about it. I'm like, oh, this is real. Because I also had that response. I was like, this is a joke, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is an epic troll. This is something. It still could be an epic troll,
Right.
but I do think the product got made.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that so we've already established, like I said, we've already established that they're secret agents. We've established that they're pilots, seemingly fighter pilots now, that they're a basketball team.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we saw a satellite a bunch of times. The power to control
Joyce pointing out the plane
electricity.
went backwards first.
Yeah. But the telepathy part, I think, is the part that sticks out to me. Is that seemingly he has the power to control things with his mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a new power that we've been introduced to for Captain Ace. So the story just gets deeper.
I also think that I like the imagery they were using in this video, because at some point we all have watched cartoons and comic books and such. And I feel like when he eats the Snoop Loopz and they're like, he got energy, he looked like what they used to teach us was like, kids, don't do drugs. You're going to like get high or something. And he's just like,
right. Yeah, you're not going to get the don't do drugs from this.
Not
So-
from Snoop. Where do you buy this?
That's true.
Where do you buy this cereal?
You can order it from Amazon. You can also get it at Walmart. And it's coming to a bunch of other places. Heather and I have been meaning to order a box. We will.
Yeah.
Now what box do we even order? Now that there's like 35 different flavors.
Yeah, I mean,
not even
that's
sure
the
what to order.
thing.
Honey O
That's
Snacks.
the thing. Because now it's like,
You're going to go Honey O Snacks?
you think Honey O Snacks? I mean,
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. it's a good choice.
I mean, I was leaning towards
Please.
Cocoa Crazies, but that's me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I love their liberal use of the Z.
Right,
makes
and then
me
the
very
last one, they were like, "What do we do with these?" They're like, Honey Nut Cheerios, but we can't call them that.
Yeah.
Honey O Snacks. Yeah.
Yeah, with an X.
Yeah, ship it. Like we're good. We're good.
Topping says we each get 3 flavors each for a good sampling. Well, the video
Ooh.
taught me that 3
Yeah.
times 3 is 9. So. there
Wait,
you
yeah.
go.
Why the math?
Oh no, 3 plus 3 is 6. I
Yeah.
see. I didn't learn.
Right,
I
yeah,
didn't learn
you-
from the video, everyone. I didn't learn from the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 times 3 is 9, but
Yeah, you got it right,
Each-
but it's just not in the video.
if all 3 of us. Okay, great. Yep.
Yeah,
You know
that-
what? Trust your gut, everybody. Trust your gut.
So we should order some soon. That'll be in a few weeks when we have an
Yeah,
opportunity
I
Yes,
definitely
yes,
think that's got to be like we'll arrange some kind of like, it is a live show, but we'll figure out a way that we're all just like sitting together eating them,
an in-person type
tasting
thing.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our Snoop Loopz update for this time. Know that the telepathy part is there.
And
There
I also, I can't wait to go on the website and hear the bad singing version, because the song isn't written in a way that really sounds taxing as a singer.
Oh, it's not.
So
it's not the
I-
same song. It's a different song.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different song. This one was ultimately I think supposed to have been sung by the big dog, not Captain Ace. It's a little unclear.
okay.
It's a little unclear.
Okay.
They kind of because they make you
green
think
dog?
that they think you they make you
go.
think that it's Captain Ace, but it's there's a lot going on there. There's still so much more to be covered by us in this.
So wacky.
So give
So
us a couple of
wacky.
weeks and we'll be back with more.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Before we continue, 2 things. First up, this is again the moment in the show where I encourage everybody to where are we? To like and subscribe. Take a moment to hit the like button and let people know you like it, and subscribe if you're not already a member, and it lets you know when new episodes are gonna come up, and it's wonderful and all that. But it's also the part in the show where we go into our honorable mention stories, stories that we're not going to cover in full length, but the titles were fun enough that we felt like we needed to hit them. These are not surprises to me, but surprises to Heather and Mackenzie. So here we go. First up, AI girlfriend encouraged man to attempt crossbow assassination of the queen. Yeah, this happened obviously when the queen was still alive, but this person was saying to their AI girlfriend, "Hey, I want to break in and kill the queen with a crossbow," and the AI girlfriend was like, "Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Go get him. Like you have that kind of power."
How
have
is
a
this
lot of
person
questions.
calling this their girlfriend?
Yep, that was my question. Yep.
What?
Because she's
Girlfriend?
supportive. Because she's
Yeah,
looking
y'all just-
out. Like,
It's not real.
I
Nope.
mean, there is a whole AI girlfriend market out there that thankfully for you, you know nothing of. But apparently it
Now
is
you're
a
going to
giant
end up
market.
on that list as well, Dustin.
Yeah, probably. So it turns out AI girlfriends will encourage you to murder the queen with a crossbow of all things. I feel like they should be smart enough to go like, hey, maybe not a crossbow. Maybe that's like you get
So of all the
You
things,
can-
this is your
Anything
issue
else.
with this.
right because you get one shot, and if you miss, you're fucked. Like at least with a knife, you can like stab again. A crossbow, like you shoot one bow and then it's fucking done.
I'm
So-
not
Where are you
saying
getting
you're
your
wrong.
crossbow?
Yeah.
This is just really funny. That's true. Where are you getting this crossbow as well? Yeah, whereas you can,
Yeah, I don't
just
know. That is one thing
get
I
to
am not going to
Buckingham
look up.
Palace with a knife.
Yeah, I'm not going to look up crossbow stores because I feel
No,
like
I don't think you should.
Let me do another list.
Nope.
Story number 2. Amish men shunned after nationwide emergency alert
heard about
outs
this.
them for having phones.
We heard about this. Yep.
Yeah. I'm sure anybody out there who has a phone knows that last week at what was supposed to be 2:20 on Wednesday, but ended up being 2:18, everybody's phones went off simultaneously, and apparently a bunch of Amish people were hiding phones, and they
Yep.
and they got caught
and
because they went off.
and there were all kinds of like, because I had seen posts from people saying like, if you have a phone that you don't want to go off, here's what you need to do, and it was like, nope, it didn't matter. Your phone went off
still
no matter
happened.
what. Like, I have all my alerts shut off. Like
Mm.
all my, I think I only have like, well, whatever, it's not important. But I did not expect it to ping my phone, and it did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Amish people got caught. Story number 3: Nottingham Goose Fair. New owner of famous cock on a stick stall. Somebody bought out the old cock on a stick, and now there's a new cock on a stick. So if you're going to Nottingham Goose Fair,
Is that a joke? And it's roosters.
no, it's actually candy. It is. I believe it is roosters, but it is.
Candy.
Yeah, it is a candy shop. At first, I assumed that it was some sort of like chicken on a stick kind of thing, but it is not.
I also figured that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the previous owner was like 90 years old and had been doing it for a really, really, really long time. So,
There you go.
Still a
Anybody-
demand.
yeah, anybody who's
There's still a
familiar knows-
demand.
Yeah, for a cock on a stick. And lastly, in our honorable mention story is crocodile sex bonanza triggered by low-flying Chinook in Australia. I don't know what that last word means, but I just appreciated the crocodile sex bonanza being triggered by anything.
I think it's a bird. I think it's a type of bird.
So you think a
Makes
bird?
sense flying.
You think a bird in Australia flew low, and then it made a bunch of crocodiles.
I don't know why
stay
it
low.
triggered the crocodiles to just not be able to stop, but
Yeah, but they're going at it. So.
I don't know. I don't live that crocodile life, so who knows?
So those are our honorable mention stories.
Wow.
I did not expect you to
Wow.
say I don't live that crocodile life in this episode, but
I feel like frequently in these shows, it's like not on my bingo card, but there it was.
yeah, there was. Which now brings us to a segment we call What the Fact, where I will ask you guys questions that you may or may not know the answer to. And chat will play along and see if they know the answers to the questions, and we'll see who gets what right. So Mackenzie, I'm coming to you first, so be prepared. Okay.
Okay.
Question number 1: the Oneida flatware brand was originally created by who? Are you familiar with the Oneida flatware brand? They basically make knives and forks and stuff like that. Like in terms of a silverware company, they are one of the big dogs. Okay, they are the the Applebee's of silverware.
The
So-
Applebee's are so.
Yes. So were they created by a sex cult?
Oh
Were
man.
they created by Julia Louis Dreyfus's grandparents? Or sorry, I skipped one. Or were they created by a dirty marionette theater group? The answer, one of these is true. Who do you think created the flatware that you probably have that you don't even know that you are using right now?
I'm gonna say the puppet group.
You're gonna say the puppet group. Okay. Why?
I don't know. It just makes sense. I think. I
Okay.
can see it. If they know how to make puppets, I guess they know how to make flatware.
All right. All right. Cool. Heather, what do you think?
I'm going with B because I do know that Julia Louis-Dreyfus comes from a very wealthy background, but I don't know or recall from what.
Okay.
So I'm because I know that fact, I'm gonna go with B.
You're gonna go with B. Okay. Do we get anything?
At least she's really talented, though.
Do we get anything from chat? Does chat have an opinion?
We've got all three. We've got A. Topping went with A, and then I think Topping, after hearing Julie Louis-Dreyfus comes from Rich, has now said maybe B.
Okay. Well, Topping, you done messed up because it is. It is in fact a sex cult.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa! Topping and Joy. You know what? Topping, that was her first impulse. So.
Yeah, it was basically it was like a sex commune that was like selling silverware to make money, so they could continue to like just be doing it all the time, and then
What?
Yeah, eventually it got kind of like broken up and bought by somebody else, because the government kind of came down and said like, hey guys, what are you doing over there?
The government came after them. Whoa.
Yeah, for like taxes and stuff like that, basically. And then, like, once they started being like, "Hey, what's happening?" Then they discovered that there was all sorts of crazy sex cult stuff going on. So your silverware comes from a bunch of people doing it.
Wow, that's wow.
So next time you eat with your fork, know that.
We know.
Yeah. Question
Yep.
number 2: Springfield, Illinois, once gave the key to the city to what fictitious villain? And I'm coming to you first, Heather. Is it Mr. Burns from The Simpsons? Is it Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe? Or is it Megatron from the Transformers? What city, or Springfield, Illinois, gave the key to the city to which one of these 3 people?
I don't
None
know
of them
The
really
Simpsons.
being deserving of it. So
Yeah, I don't know The Simpsons as well as, like, I don't really know it super, super well, so I can't remember if they're from Illinois. Because to me, that would be the most obvious answer, because he's such an iconic character. Like, I don't even know The Simpsons, and I know the character. But
I will tell you this: they never establish which Springfield the Simpsons are from.
Oh, interesting. Oh, so they do say that they're in a town called Springfield.
They say that they are in a town called Springfield, but they do not say which state Springfield is in.
Okay. I don't think it's B, just because why would you, like, we've already got G.I. Joe characters that like became real things in real life, and if it's not that, then I don't think it's G.I. Joe.
Okay.
I could see it being Megatron from Transformers. Transformers are really popular. You know what? I'm going with C. I'm going with C.
Okay.
I'm going with C.
All right.
Maybe they're like a car city or something, and they. I'm going with C.
Okay. I will just to continue to provide you information. Megatron is a gun. He's a transformer.
Oh!
But Megatron is actually a gun, not a car.
Not a car.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it!
I hope they didn't get the key to them.
Yeah. Not that helps you in any way, but I'm just making sure you have all the information you need. Mackenzie,
Megatron is a wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird because like every other Transformer that I can think of can use their ability to travel.
They're all vehicles.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Megatron just kind of like flies, like just by virtue of being a robot in some way, and then turns into a gun. It's very dumb.
I think I've seen Megatron flying and thought that Megatron was like a plane or something.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Mackenzie, what do you think?
I don't know much about any of these. I'm just gonna choose The Simpsons.
You're gonna go with The Simpsons? Okay. Cool.
For no real reason other than that's just what I'm gonna choose.
Okay. And does Chad have an opinion? Did we get
Chat? Joy said A or C, and Topping says B.
Okay. Topping, you got to keep going with your gut because it is in fact Cobra Commander.
It is Cobra Commander.
Yeah,
What?
which is so weird because Cobra Commander is nothing but evil, and I don't understand why.
And why Springfield?
Right.
Why?
You would think if you're Springfield, go with Mr. Burns. They did not. They went with Cobra Commander.
And why? Yeah, and why Cobra Commander? What about Cobra Commander were they like, yeah?
That guy really needs a key to the
Excuse
city.
me.
So, another thing that you all know now, which brings us to our third question,
Wow.
which is, what is unique about Sylvia's Valley Ranch Golf Course in Oregon? Mackenzie, I'm coming to you first. Is the thing unique about that golf course that the entire golf course is underground? Is it that they offer goat caddies? Or is it that you can buy weed on the golf course? Legally, to be specific. Because you can buy weed on any golf course, but this is a question of, can you buy it legally? What is unique about that particular golf course in Oregon?
I'm gonna go with that you can buy weed.
You can buy weed? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe they have like a really good snacks and lots of ranch.
Yeah, that would move a lot of snacks at the nice little turnaround. Heather, what do you think?
You know, Topping just said something that made me think: is it possible it could be all three?
Oh.
I mean, you could try and guess that.
Yeah, is there an
I
all
think
the
I'm
above?
gonna- I'm good. Oh, Mackenzie, this show has a long history of Dustin
Yeah.
pulling in all of the above,
Right.
and everyone getting mad because it wasn't told. It was an anyway.
Every question where it is all three, the question allows for it to be all three. Yeah, always have to look at the wording of the question. I never make it it impossible.
I'm gonna follow. You know what, Topping? I know you weren't saying this, but like I'm going with your gut and the fact that you say it's all three possible because I agree. Because I thought it was C, but I could also see it being underground, and I could see a world where you're like, let's have goat caddies. Why not?
Yeah.
So I'm
can see
going
B.
with all three, and all three together. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to go there now.
I don't even like golf, and that's probably fine.
So Topping went with all three. It sounds like any other responses in chat?
Topping actually said she wants it to be A, so she's going with A.
She wants it to be A.
And
Okay.
Joy just said ooh, and I
Okay.
believe that was to all three.
The actual answer is not all three. I'm sorry. I wish it were
Damn
all
it.
three.
Ooh.
It
Which
is
one is
just they offer goat caddies.
Oh, I was gonna say that one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Apparently, it is one of the hilliest golf courses with very, very steep sections. So they determined that they bought
The goats.
special. Yeah, they brought goats who could get up there. They give them special like jackets so that they can carry golf courses. I still don't understand why that is not more difficult, but there's special goat caddies that you.
I want to see
Yeah,
pictures of this.
I don't have one. I'm
They have-
sorry.
They
I'm
have
sorry.
special jackets? That
They
sounds
do.
so cute. All
I
right, I'm
don't.
Googling that after this.
Yeah,
But how
I
are
don't
they?
have
I
that.
just am, like goats aren't that big, so they're carrying. Each person has their own goat caddy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
Poor goats.
head on over to
Right?
Oregon and play around of golf at this place, and you can get your own
Goats are like,
goat
we didn't
caddy.
ask for this.
Yeah.
And Topping makes a
No.
good point. Goats would wander away, which I agree. Also, they eat everything, so
Right.
how
It's
do you
all
get them to not eat this all of it?
yeah. No, it's all a
Yeah,
bad
you
idea.
enjoy
Don't get me
that
wrong. It's
one.
all a bad idea, but like, but that
Joy
is what
says
it is.
goats are sturdy.
True. I mean that's why they do it, because they can climb those hills. So that's our what the fact for this week. Helped teach you guys some stuff and help you figure out where
Yeah.
you're going on your next golf vacation.
Nice.
Which then,
Yeah, because that's definitely a thing on my bucket list.
right, a golf vacation with goat caddies.
Golf vacations. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
top of the list when I check. What does this venue have? Golfing.
Which now brings us to our next segment,
Oh
which
wow!
is
Yep.
available
Sure
now.
does.
Heather, what do you got? Which your items do you want first? Although I don't remember
Oh,
which order
man.
they're in. So
I think I'm gonna go with Dancing with Jesus first.
okay.
please immediately put up the picture if you have it.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yep.
there.
Look at that picture. Featuring a host of miraculous moves.
Yeah.
Now, Mackenzie knows this. I am not a dancer, so I don't know. This doesn't look like a great move to me, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure what Jesus is doing here. Is this, is he? Oh, he's on the water, so I guess this is his walking on water dance.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I thought it's a story about dancing with Jesus, but it's not.
So
it's an instructional
I also
book.
thought that's what it was. Yep. I also was like, oh, okay, it's a book to teach kids about Jesus, and they're gonna have him dance. Nope.
What are his moves?
No.
What is his technique? What's his style?
This one is called the water walk. It's definitely contemporary. It says he makes waves without making a splash.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It says, oh my God, they made up a whole. Stand with your feet apart, knees slightly bent. Shift your right leg and jut out your right hip. Then shift your left leg and just your left hip. This sounds like the time warp. Keep repeating. Bend your arms, swing them in sync with your legs. When you shift your weight to your right leg, your arms follow. When you go left, your arms follow. Once you get... Wait. Oh, are you ready? Let's offer this course. Once you get the basic movement, add cool touches. Use your right hand to make a visor for your eyes. Then look around the dance floor. Where is the disciples' boat? Is it here? Is it there? Then look down at your feet. There's Paul drowning in the waves. Lean over and raise him up. What? What are we selling to kids?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
When was this made?
They also...
Is there a year?
Oh, let's see. That's a really good question. When is this from? 2012. So it is now 11 years old.
Still pretty new.
That is 11. Right. I know. We're all just like, it's 5 years ago. That's not that bad.
I mean, in terms of books about Jesus teaching how to dance, that seems like a pretty new book.
Oh God, I gotta be honest. There's a part of me that really wants to. How expensive is this?
It's not very expensive.
Not that bad.
Please buy it. Please buy it.
I kind of want to buy it and just bring it to work. We'll just have it sitting there.
I want to learn.
Right. That could be like
Oh
you
my
teach
God.
a class. You teach like dancing with Jesus.
Dance like Jesus. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, what are the reviews? Let's see. I never got past just looking at somebody posted pictures. Oh, okay. Oh my God, it's also dark. Oh my God, there is a Judas hustle.
Remember, Heather, you can share. You can click that little button to share the page. It'll take your camera away, but I can if you want people to see.
Oh, can you remind me how I do that?
There's a screen share button, I think, down on the bottom.
Camera?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Toggle full screen, camera preview, screen sharing. Yep.
So if you want the world
hang
to see.
I'm excited.
See that? You all see
Mm-hmm.
the temple slam. Shake your money maker at the money changers. Okay.
Nice.
That's more dancing
Did you
with
see
Jesus.
Did you see the top of their review?
I did, because there's another graphic that I'm not going to show just for content in case. But the top of their review is exactly what Judas was doing.
Yikes.
And that's an interesting choice. Yeah. Let's see. Are there more pictures? No, there's not more pictures. Oh my gosh. So this is hilarious and ridiculous. And there we go. Toggle screen sharing off.
I wonder if that book is banned anywhere. Probably not. They're probably encouraging it.
I feel like it should be, but who knows? Wait, so I'm going to pull this back up because I also want to see what are the reviews. Joy is like, buy it. Absolutely buy it. Yeah, okay. Excellent book.
should.
I gave this to my, oh my gosh. No. I gave this to my best friend before the baptism of her daughter. Wow.
What? Those don't go together. Dance moves and baptism.
Here's another one. I wasn't careful and bought a cheaper version from another store. and it's just the book, but not the bobblehead.
What? There's a
I
bobblehead?
guess if you buy this in certain markets, you also get a bobblehead. Oh my god.
Okay, you got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep,
I mean, you
yep,
definitely
I had
need
a copy
it.
at my house that had a bobblehead. Wow.
You need to buy it, but I'll be sad if you don't get a bobblehead.
I mean, you have to have a bobblehead with it. That's way more fun.
Right, it helps
Yeah.
you learn the dance.
I
assume-
come from. Here's another review. Here's a review. I come from a very Christian family. I wasn't sure if this gift was funny or was going to be negative. I took a risk, and after checking the content, found it was good. My parents loved it. My dad even tried a few dances. Good book. All right. Okay.
Good book.
Oh, it's a hologram book.
What?
Wow. Wow. Oh, here's somebody. Wow. Here's a review. Jesus, the savior of dance. The problem with most people who are bad at dancing is that they want to be good. But they have no chance without hundreds of dollars to spend on classes. Oh, new marketing campaign. Instead, they should focus on being hilarious on the dance floor while learning classic shuffles to all fit on the dance floor, since most people are terrible dancers. What?
What?
What does that even mean?
All right.
I like that we've just kept Joy's comment of buy it up this.
Oh, we have. You know what? I'm leaving it for now. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Pages are tiles like an early learner waterproof book. Great. In case you are walking on water with it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's, yep.
Yeah, you
No,
should. You
that's-
should definitely buy it. You should 100%.
Yeah.
buy it.
But it has to be the bobblehead version. Because without the bobblehead
Yeah.
version, what's the point? Okay. So are we ready for our next item?
Sure. Let's do it.
Now, I clicked on the link and I was like, I can't imagine what's going to be wrong with this when I saw the link. Because I was like, okay. It's called the Somewhere Over the Rainbow Pot of Gold St. Patrick's Day Cookie Cutter.
Mhm.
And even when I first clicked on it, I was like, oh, well, that's weird. Why would you want to? I don't really understand why you'd want to use that.
And then here we go.
And then I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is exactly what they meant. And then I scrolled down to the reviews and I was like, we are all in fact on the same page.
Yeah.
Are there any pictures of the cookies like made?
Yes, there are. I'm so glad you asked. I'd be happy to share those.
Please.
Also, you know how they say the internet like never read the comments and the internet's not used for good? The people in the comments did so much good. So here's one person's.
Mm-hmm.
Here's somebody who said it looked like a Chick-fil-A symbol, which
Okay.
I actually I could see
I
that.
can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody went to town with this one. It's a
Not
excellent
quite the pot
art.
of gold.
Yep, not quite the pot of gold people were thinking when they bought it, but here is a friend who made this breakfast for her husband. All right. Those are the only 3 pictures, but the reviews are also, wow, the reviews are so good. Gosh, where are my favorites?
Pleased with the overall craftsmanship.
Yeah, pleased with the overall craftsmanship. Perfect holiday gift for my older brother. That's weird.
Yeah.
They should make these in a smaller size. The cookies were far too big, and they hurt my jaw after a few mouthfuls. I see you. I see you. Nice review. Nice. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? Great for school bake sales. I feel like this person actually meant that and didn't think what they were saying.
Yeah, didn't know what was happening.
No. Bought for my friends that have a sense of humor. How can you not buy this? Excuse me. Oh, I love this one who just wants to spoil it for everyone and says, 3 stars, works great, but ends up looking like a penis no matter what color your cake is. Good luck. Like, they really wanted to warn everybody. 4 stars, and they titled the review 4 stars. This cookie cutter looks like a floppy penis. Somebody wrote a really good review only in baking terminology, but talking about it being slightly curved, and it's very funny. Frost your cookie any way you want. The only limitations are your imagination.
Wow.
I'm gonna move us along as much as we.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah.
move us along. Oh yeah, it's late. I didn't realize what time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That's.
Yeah. You want to stop
Yeah.
sharing?
I didn't realize I wasn't. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Mackenzie, which of yours do you wanna do first?
I can start with our cat. It's a cat eating gnomes. It is a mischievous cat with granny. That's all it says. Mischievous cat with granny. But it is it's a cat that has a gnome in its mouth and is holding a bunch of gnomes. And then you could also, there it is. And there's also like separate ones you can buy, like of two gnomes lounging on a leaf. But the one with the cat with the gnomes in its mouth, it's clearly the best one.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, Dustin, can you go back to that first picture?
Yeah.
Look at why at the bottom is there a gnome holding up what looks like maybe a rolling pin, and she's smiling. So it looks like that gnome is happy about the destruction that's happening.
You think maybe
that's the leader.
This is so strange.
Or like a gnome that's sold out like all of his other gnome friends to gain power or something like that.
Maybe.
Like
Topping says she's kind of okay with these.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cute. They're also like, I feel like, I wouldn't hate having one in my yard. I love gnomes, and it is like, it's silly.
Is this for loving gnomes or for hating gnomes? Because these are murdered gnomes.
I guess, yeah, but it's just kind of silly, so why not?
I think that's...
But it also, like, in the About Me section in the Amazon, it says, "No more boring garden decor," in all caps. This beautifully hand-painted resin cat with tiger stripes and cuteness overload is sure to be the centerpiece of your garden this year, and a joy for your friends to find hiding in your annuals or perennials.
I'll find hiding. Okay.
Yeah, I take exception to the like cuteness overload. Like if
a few people said cuteness overload, so
I do not take this as a cuteness overload. I feel like this is
all right. It looks pretty good on the ground though. That's pretty cool.
But it's still psychotic.
It is a little bit psychotic.
Topping's
but
like the cat is just playing with them. Yeah.
There is one there's one review that was funny. Let me find it. I saw a similar statue at my son's and asked where it came from. I looked on Amazon and I found a bunch of them. Imagine that. We have a space in the front yard where several of our dearly departed babies rest. One of them, Rivers, is the statue exactly. When we lived in the country, she'd killed mice who got in the house and bat them around like hockey pucks. If gnomes were real, they would never stand a chance against her. The craftsmanship and detail of this product is unbelievable. We'll likely purchase more of the product in the future.
Wow.
I don't trust that person.
All right.
That seems fucked up. That like I would want my cat to eat gnomes. Gnomes have families. Like
That's true.
They have a community.
That's true.
And you just let this cat.
What gnome community list are you on?
I don't know. But I mean, like gnomes have like clothing and shit like that. Therefore, they like have a community. There's like a bartering system and money and families, and they all live together and stuff like that. Like they're
not real.
Yeah, but I mean,
they're not real.
But like in this world, they're real.
Review written by Ogre.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna keep us moving because we're running low on time. You want to go to your other item?
Yep. My next item is an octopus hat. It is a cute novelty hat, funny Christmas hat, cartoon octopus Viking beard gift. I love the Amazon names. It's just look at this. I mean, why not?
What?
It's a funny, cute hat.
Does this assume that an octopus has is both a cyclops and has a bunch of other eyes.
I definitely have a question about what kind of octopus the person that made these has seen or thinks. I also love this picture because the one guy's delighted and the other guy kind of looks like he's not delighted, but he's just like, oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, I got this gift. Well, it says it's a perfect gift for children and even adults. An ideal party role, such as Easter, Christmas, and Halloween, and Thanksgiving. And you can wear it for role-playing parties.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe that's what's happening here. Okay.
Could be.
Yeah, I love the picture. I love the pictures here because you're like, okay, this person's like, hey, I'm wearing this silly hat. But like this person seems very unhappy about it.
This person, because this person ordered an octopus hat and this is what they got.
Yeah,
they're not happy.
And it's like weirder the way he's wearing it too, because like this at least like it's looking at you, like this is looking at the ceiling. I don't know, like they included this picture. Like this isn't one of those like in a review picture. Like this is
like
one of the 6 pictures.
This is one of the. This is not a good picture.
Yeah,
this
is the company.
100% pure murder. I'm very sorry, for the person in this, but this is pure murder.
Yeah, like at least this one seems like you said, like one person's like, look at this, the other person's like, I guess I have to take this photo. But
Topping said that one guy looks like, you better not post this, Frank, or I'll kill you. Which I think is exactly the vibe of this photo.
And they totally did.
Yeah, posted, tagged.
Yeah. Put on Amazon for like 100. Yeah, this is not an octopus. Fucking at all.
No, it's not.
All right, so I'll go through my 2 items quickly. Again, because we are past our traditional hour mark. The first one, I debated it just because, like, okay, so it's this like butterfly hat, and it seems very pretty in the right situation, but like this seems just like a very difficult and annoying hat for anybody to wear ever. Like only in this scenario does it make sense. Otherwise, it's creepy and weird, and there are a lot of butterflies on it, and you should definitely not wear it anywhere where anybody's going to want to see anything. But it's supposed to be kind of a costume thing, but I highly discourage wearing it to anywhere. My other item is, okay, so earlier on in the show, we talked a little bit about goose trafficking, and if you were trying to sell your goose. So one of the things that we did when we were talking about goose trafficking was looking up what a goose costume would look like. And it turns out it's very difficult to buy a costume that will make you look like a goose. It is, however, very easy to buy a costume for your goose because there is a deep collection of goose costumes that you can have. So I picked a few that
sounds really cute.
Yeah, that were my favorite. This is a goose dinosaur costume because this is the things that you should actually go buy. So if you want to dress your goose up like a little dinosaur, you can get this for like $23.
It's really cute.
You can also if you want maybe your goose to go fishing, you can buy
this is really cute.
The goose fishing costume. But here was the one I took issue with. If you wanted to like sex your goose up, you could purchase the goose bikini outfit, which then gives your goose boobs. It's just a scale like
bizarre.
This feels like a thing that would put you on a list. Which obviously,
you're on a list right now.
I'm definitely on a list because not only did I go to this page, I downloaded the image from it and then broadcasted it to other people. So I believe the costume comes with the little sunglasses and hat, as far as I can tell. So
I mean, it should.
Yeah,
it has to.
Yeah, so if you do want to sex your goose up, this is the way to do it. I encourage you to go with more of the dinosaur.
This is great.
Yeah.
I do quickly want to point out, I don't think this is a real goose. I think this is just like a goose model.
Most of the reviews encouraged it for goose statues because apparently having a goose statue is very popular.
It's
however,
a big thing. Okay.
I don't know how you get the goose arms in a statue through the I don't know how goose arms work. So I don't know how goose statues work. So
they're wings.
Right, but how do you get it to hold the little fishing pole if it's a statue already?
Probably magnets.
I guess. I don't know.
Would be my guess.
So yeah, so this is our thing you should buy. Go out, get a goose costume, dress them up as a little dinosaur.
I mean,
everybody
that
will
is
be happy.
really cute.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna have a bad day if they see a goose in a dinosaur costume come running at them. So that's what we got for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Mackenzie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Where can people find out more about what you got going on?
You can find me on Instagram. It's mserb is my Instagram. Mackenzie Surbey. mserb. Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah. And Heather, what do you got coming up this week?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at the Tank, there might be a sketch show called Roadhouse Presents Skullduggery.
Mm-hmm.
And you should definitely, well, I want to say you should all definitely come see the show. But as we learned earlier, the show is sold out, which is great, exciting. But I cannot encourage people to come for that reason.
Yeah.
So just put the next one on the books, which I think is November 14th, if I had to guess.
I believe you are. I believe you are correct. Yeah.
So put that one on the books on that cal.
Nice. And do you have a Red Shirts show coming up as well?
No, I actually don't.
Oh, okay. I kind of thought you.
Yeah.
It got moved around. Okay. Cool. Great. And then, but if you did want to find out about when they do have a show coming up.
Oh yeah, if you want to find out when I perform with Red Shirts Musical Improv, please check this out. Absolutely. Cool. That's our handle. Yeah.
And then for me, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm DDATO.com. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can do that at Super Important Stuff and find out what guests we have coming up and all sorts of other fun things. See behind the scene photos. And you can, if you already have a ticket, you can come to the Tank tomorrow. There are 4 walk-up tickets, so maybe you'll be one of those people. I don't know. And if not, come drink with us after the show and have a good time.
Lurk in the lobby.
Yeah. And that about does it for this evening. Again, Mackenzie, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all for stopping by. We'll be back next week. Have a wonderful week, everybody.